back after the Wilderness fight. He drove his men south through the mud and the night. Lee got there first at Spotsylvania town. Dug his lines deep while the rain poured down. They called it the mule shoe. They'd been in a line, a trap made of earthworks where the killing would shine. Oh, the bloody angle where the rain fell like lead, where the mud ran with blood and the living wish they were dead. 20 hours of slaughter with no room to stand. Bayonets and rifle butts swing hand to hand. In the bloody angle, the trenches filled high with bodies and water where angels did cry. At first light they charged through the fog and the rain, drove in the gray pickets and hit the main line. They broke through the works in a frantic attack, but the rebs came back hard and the bodies did stack. Then the real fight started when the space closed tight, bayonets and knives stabbing in the pale gray light. No dry powder left, exhausted to tears. Club muskets and bayonets, I'm thrown like spears. Hands at each other's throats through the gaps in the wood. Men screaming and dying, hacked down where they stood. Rain kept on falling and turned everything black. You stepped on the wounded so you wouldn't drown on your back. They piled up the corpses to stand a bit high. Dead men for breastworks in the mud and the mire. Trenches ran crimson, 3 deep and then more. Wounded still groaning till they drowned on the floor. One oak tree went down from the bullets alone, cut clean through the trunk while the killing went on. Oh, the bloody angle where the rain fell like lead, where the mud ran with blood and the living wish they were dead. Kept on pushing when the morning light arose, left the dead where they fell, in their blood so close. In the bloody angle, the trenches stayed red. Of the hundreds who went, 4 or 5 were dead. Grant was determined to keep pushing south. Lee was stubborn to turn him about. The men of both armies, both blue and gray, gave all they had till the end of the day. Thousands more falling, thousands more gone, nothing decided. The killing goes on. It goes